Good morning, and thank you for being with us. This is Khalil Hachem, editor via Michigan.com, the fastest growing digital business magazine in the Middle Eastern communities in Michigan. This show is brought to you in cooperation between Michigan and U.S. Arab Radio. Today is Thursday, April 17, 2020. The weather is cold. Temperature could reach near the 30s, mid-30s. And we're going to get some snow. In fact, quite a bit of snow. We're told, it may not stay around because tomorrow the temperature is going to go up to the 50s or mid-50s. But still, these are April snows. This is Michigan. If you're wondering why you're getting snows in Michigan in April, but, this is Michigan. If you don't like our weather, stick around for 5 minutes and change. And we're going to consider this is maybe heavenly snow. Hopefully it will change the situation around and what we're dealing with and what we have to deal with. And I'm talking about the coronavirus. I want to thank you for being with us. The number here is 248-557-3300. Please give us a call should you have a question or a comment. As the coronavirus keeps millions confined in their homes, life is becoming more difficult. With no trips to the gym to work out, we got lots of bills. We have a lot of promises from the federal government, but some of us this week have gotten some money from the federal government that part of the stimulus package. Others have not, we have to make priorities, and we have bills coming in. We have, we need to figure out which one to pay, which one not to pay, and who we need to get in touch with. Can we postpone these bills? And we just need to figure out really what is going on. And also, there's a lot of food around, a lot of snacks around, adding more weight, laziness. We're not going anywhere. We're going to be talking about with different people today during this hour, and we're going to be trying to address some of these challenges that we're facing. The federal government has proposed stimulus packages, including number one is the money that was supposed to come to us, which is $1,200 per person, depending on where your income bracket is. Most people are qualify for this money. It's $1,200 per person, additional $500 per child. If you filed for taxes, and then if you filed electronically, it would come directly to your account. If you have not filed, there are several sites where you can go and let them know that you're ready for the money, and then you can update your method of paying or accepting money, and then it'll come to you. Or next week, the government will send you a check. And that check was delayed a few days, so the government can put, so Donald Trump can put his name on the check. I just can't believe that at this time, that where people really need the money desperately, President Trump wants to make sure that this money coming from him. It's not coming from you, Mr. President. This money. This is our money. Okay, it's taxpayers' money and coming back to the taxpayers. And you're holding these checks so you can put your name on it. I just can't believe that. I mean, how arrogant and how belligerent somebody can become. I've been trying really, really hard not to criticize anybody because we want to work together. And then President Trump comes up with stuff like that. I don't understand it. What are they thinking? What is he thinking? What is the size of his ego? I want to put my name on the check that's coming to you because, I want to make sure that I sent. You didn't send it to us. First, Congress approved it. Second, most importantly, this is our money. It's not your money. It's not coming from your pocket. Okay, so it's and you didn't come up with the idea. So it just boils my blood when I hear things like that. Where's the humility in this? Okay, where is the humility in this? Just be a person. Just be humane. Okay? Who cares where it's come from? Who cares what's your name on it or not? Anyway, this is one of them. And I just had to get that out of my system because this is really, really sad. Number one. Number two, unemployment. You need, if you're not working, you need to file. If you're not getting a paycheck, if you're not getting money, you need to file for unemployment. I know it's difficult. I know that the state is being hit all at once, and they weren't ready for this. And but you can file. Okay. Now it is eligible for everyone, even if you're a seasonal worker, even if you're 1099, which is self-employed, even if you're freelancer. All of that, all of us are eligible for that. Now there are some glitches. One of them is the fact that if you had filed for unemployment before and your name is in the system and you go to file again, it will not allow you to get into the 1099 section. They're working on it. Hopefully they can find a solution for it soon. We called several people, including Congresswoman Dingell, other people as well, and asked them if they can reach out to the state and find a solution for that. We called the state itself. We left them messages, and hopefully that can be worked out. And the whole idea is that you need to get a different screen so you can listen to, you can get into the file from the fact that you're a 1099 or you're self-employed. And hopefully that would work out, because that's going to provide you, if you qualify for some state money, it's somewhere around $300. But the important thing is that the federal the federal part of it is about federal extension, they call it. It's about $600 a week. So $600 a week, it may not be a lot of money, but it's going to tie you up to at least pay your basic bills, pay the things that you really need to pay so you can keep going. And I think that's for about 39 weeks. And Congresswoman Dingell said and yesterday on channel on local channels there was a telethon with Senator Stabenow and Senator Peters, and they both said that they're working together to make sure that if need to be, that will be extended, because we don't know how life is going to be after this all said and done. We don't even know. We don't even know that doctors know what's really going on with the virus and how the virus is going to affect us, and how long we're going to be without work, and how long we're going to be, looking for work. So, or not being able to get together. This could take months. This could take for the rest of the year. So we need to be prepared, and prepared is the word here. And they both said that they will, they will really try to extend that if need to. So you need to get on that and make sure that you're getting at least the basics. Later on in the show, we're going to be talking to Bridget. She's going to be explaining to us the forbearance and deference and all of this mechanism that are there in which we can postpone bills. And this is the key here, postponing bills. So, and what the consequences for that. Second, also I want to mention to you that, the government has part of the stimulus package. There was some money for small business, and there was supposedly money for Paycheck Protection Program, PPP. There's some money from the SBA. There's some money from the county. I know a lot of people applied. I don't know anybody who got any money. So, and a lot of people are asking, where's that money? Where does that money go? And how do you keep that trillions of dollars from not going to the rich? So I don't know. There are a lot of questions need to be asked. There's a lot of mayhem out there. What I would do if I were you, I would just file, and make sure that you comply. Whatever you file for, read it very well, because this is a contract. Make sure your information is accurate. Make sure you have the paperwork, because if somebody comes back later on and they investigate it and they find out that the information you provided is wrong, and that you're going to be legally bound to, it's going to be fraud, and you're going to be prosecuted for that. So make sure you don't file any wrong information. Don't put any information you can't back up with paperwork. And that's what I always do. When I file for something, I make a photo of it, all the information, support information, and I put them in an envelope. So this envelope is for that. So you don't come back and it's going to haunt you. Where did you come up with that number? Well, I made it up. No, you can't make up things. Okay? You have to have definite numbers. You have to have the paperwork to back it up. and you have to, if you're saying I'm going to pay bills, the bills have to be, you have to have copies of that. You have to have proof of that. You have to have evidence. So don't get in trouble because you want to borrow some money or you want to get a loan or something like that. This is something very important. Again, there's also the SBA. You can file through them. We put on our site, Michigan.com, there's a huge list of resources for small business. The county has a huge list of resources. Everybody local has a huge list of resources for everybody to do what they need to do. And let me tell you, it's tedious. It's a lot of work, but we have to do it. We have to get it done. So, we're sitting at home anyway. Go ahead and try it. And if you don't know what you're doing, Google it, okay? And make sure you know what you're getting your information from. I want to warn you about something is a lot of people are complaining now, including that they're receiving a lot of emails about different things and different products because of the COVID-19. I've been receiving a lot of emails, and I investigate some of them. Some of them, they look so authentic. For example, I got an email from Chase Bank, and it says that, this and that, and it looked so, it just looked perfect. And then it dawned on me that, okay, don't respond to it, don't give them any information. I called the bank, and the bank said, we didn't send you anything. This is nothing but a phishing email. Same thing, I got an email from the IRS. The IRS doesn't send emails, okay? So all of these things you need to be aware of. There are a lot of scams out there. Protect yourself. We're going to continue this discussion. Please stay tuned. We're going to take a short break. Please stay tuned.
Kushat's Mediterranean Market and Shish Kebab offers a great array of your favorite Mediterranean meals. Meals range from lamb specialties, shawarma sandwiches, seafood dinners, and they offer special big trays of your favorite food, plus much more. Kushat's Mediterranean Market and Shish Kebab address is 32839 Northwestern Highway in Farmington Hills. Their phone number is 248-538-9552. That number again is 248-538-9552, and the supermarket is open from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Kushat's Mediterranean Market and Shish Kebab will definitely leave you satisfied.
مركز طب رهاب للعلاج الطبيعي بإدارة الدكتور محمد فرح حسين، أخصائي العلاج الطبيعي بخبرة أكثر من 13 عاما. طب رهاب يقدم خدمات العلاج الطبيعي وإعادة التأهيل، ويضم مجموعة من أفضل أخصائي التشخيص الدقيق للحالات المرضية، مع خبرة عالية في التعامل مع الحالات التي تحتاج إلى إعادة تأهيل وعناية خاصة بعد العمليات والكسور. طب رهاب يستقبل كل الحالات المتعلقة بألم الرقبة، الظهر، المفاصل، شلل الوجه، الانزلاق الغضروفي، عرق النساء، الحوادث وإصابات العمل. خبيرات في المعالجة النسائية لخصوصيات تامة للسيدات. عندما تبحثون عن رعاية متميزة اقصدوا توب ريهاب للعلاج الطبيعي الواقع على 15001 ميشيغان افنيو، وللمواعيد اتصلوا على 313-846-0555. That's 846-0555.
If halal is important to your family, you can trust that Miramar will offer not only the highest quality halal products, but the best tasting and healthiest foods that can be placed on your family table with confidence. Miramar is the first and oldest halal certified food brand in America, serving the Arab and Muslim community, and offers a wide range of halal food products. Check out Miramar's halal food selection today by visiting Miramar's exclusive distributor, Ziad Brothers Importing, at www.ziad.com.
When it comes to reproductive medicine, IVF Michigan Fertility Centers are the recognized leaders. With locations in Bloomfield Hills and 5 other cities in Michigan and Ohio, IVF has experts in all aspects of the field. As a founding member of IVF Michigan Fertility Centers, Dr. Nicholas Shama is one of the leading reproductive endocrinologists in Michigan and Ohio. Dr. Shama has performed over 10,000 IVF cases and has helped thousands of couples fulfill their dreams of parenthood. American board certified in both obstetrics and gynecology and reproductive endocrinology and infertility, Dr. Nicholas Shama is a very caring, compassionate, expert physician that understands not only the medical but also the emotional toil of infertility on his patients. When it's time, Get personalized care from Dr. Nicholas Shama at IVF Michigan Fertility Centers in Michigan and Ohio. Call toll-free 855-952-9600, 855-952-9600.
Welcome back, and thank you for being with us. This is Khalil Hachem with Michigan.com. And we're discussing the effects of the new coronavirus crisis and how it is affecting us financially. And as I mentioned early in the program, that we're getting, everybody has bills. And then we have mortgages, we have loans, we have car payments, and so forth and so on. What do we do with that? We asked our friend Bridget Jaward Hachem to be with us. She is the president of Infinity One Group in Dearborn. She's a loan and mortgage expert and financial expert. Good morning, Bridget.
Good morning. Good morning, Khalil. How are you?
Good. How are you? And thank you so much for being with us. As I mentioned, we have all of these bills. What should we do?
What should we do? That's a good question, Khalil. What should we do? It's going to be... we're all in the same boat. It's going to be a process, and it's going to be a step-by-step process. And things change every day. For now, as we all are aware of, that some of these lenders, either mortgages or credit cards, are working with borrowers to defer payments, waive interest. It's different from lender to lender. I've seen credit cards that just defer interest for a month and defer a payment for a month. I've seen lenders right now have to do the 3 months forbearance, and it's 3 months at a time. But after that, I don't know how things are going to go. This is the first time we've ever had something like this happen in over 100 years, and we were not around 100 years to see that. And we just have to take it step by step at this point, really, day by day.
Something that people need to know that, forbearance, deference, does not mean we're canceling the payment. It just means we're postponing it. So what do we need to do or to know if we are postponing payment? What do we need to be aware of?
Okay, so what happens, and this is an entirely different case that happened before. In this case, the forbearance, the 3 months for the mortgages, for example, and this is the main thing because your home is the biggest investment in your life, and you don't want to lose it either because you want to make sure that you follow steps so you don't get to a point that we had 10 years ago. So it's a 3 month deferment. Some of the lenders are saying after 3 months the payments are all due. But that's going to be impossible for a lot of people since they're already having a hard time making one payment. I'm assuming after 3 months, if things stay the way they are, they will give us another 3 months deferment. Deferment means the payments are going to be due after this period of time. But like I said, I don't think people are going to be able to do that. So eventually, you have up to 12 months, according to the lenders. After 12 months, they will remodify the loan. And it is a process. Remodifying loans normally takes 2 to 3 months. And in some cases, you don't want to go into a situation where you're in a foreclosure state situation. But this is different again. So we don't know what we're dealing with right now. You should be very cautious. Everybody should be cautious on how to do this process step by step and watch for things because a lot of people, they're hiring a lot of people out there that don't know what they're doing. They're adding, some of them tell you something and then you call and it's not there, then you haven't got any confirmation. Make sure if you get into any sort of agreement, you get a written confirmation, either through the messaging, which is happening now, is they send messages with a confirmation on your mortgage screen if you have an online account. Or a letter. I haven't seen a letter. There's a lot of clients I've told them, try to get a letter in the mail or an email confirming that you have a forbearance going. So you need everything in writing. Make sure you have everything in writing, nothing verbal. So even if you call, you don't get any sort of response. Make sure you call again and get something in writing so you can protect yourself because this is your home you want to protect. that things don't fall
Absolutely.
between the cracks and you lose the home somehow down the road.
Yeah, yeah. Even if it is a credit card, you want to make sure these interest and fees and all of that, they don't really rack up on, become really unbearable later on.
Definitely. Credit cards credit cards are going to be a little tougher because I've seen a lot that just will defer the payments 1 month and waive interest 1 month, and then the payment is due 2 months from now. They're not working with anybody else like the other loans, the mortgages and the business loans and maybe the car loans. I'm not sure how the car loans are working because, like I said, it differs from lender to lender. But the important thing is don't take things for granted that, just because he gave me a verbal forbearance, this is done. Everything you have to get things in writing, and it's a step-by-step process. And we don't know if we're going to have a second wave of this disease. So things have to be done like in a timely manner, and it's a process, and you just have to make sure that follow up on this.
Absolutely. And I was talking to one of the advisors at Chase, and they basically said that if you're able to pay your bills, pay them. But if you're unable, then you resort to all of these different programs that are out there. And as you said, make sure that you know what you're signing, what you're getting into, so you don't find yourself in having to make a large payment. How about mortgages? Are we still getting mortgages? Are there any changes from banks?
Yes, refinances and purchases are still ongoing with mortgages. The rates are very compatible. They're very competitive. What's going on with the mortgages, the guidelines are going to change because of the change in what's happening. As you know, there are guidelines to get approved for a mortgage, and some of those are a lot of people are losing because if you're in forbearance right now, if you do not make a payment, even if you're in forbearance, it's going to be very hard to get a mortgage approval.
Sure.
Because you have to be current on your mortgage for them to get you a mortgage approval. So if you're late, when you're in forbearance means to them you're late. You're not able to make the payments. How is the lender going to finance you?
Exactly.
So there's a lot of questions about that. So if you need to refinance and get a better rate now before you get into any forbearance situations. If you need to, if you don't need to, eventually these lenders hopefully are going to work with everyone, and some of these forbearances are probably going to end up with modifications that might lower the rate and extend the term of the loan. I am not sure how this is going to go now. I have experience in what happened 10 years ago with modifications, and it was horrible. People had to be late like 3 to 6 months. Some went into redemption periods, or some after redemption periods before these modifications were in effect. So we have to watch for all of that. Like I said, it's a step-by-step process.
That would be terrible. Yeah.
In reference to employment,
yes.
In reference, not to cut you off, in reference to verification of employment also, a lot of people are going to be laid off. So that's going to create a problem because if you're not trying to get a mortgage, they want to see a 30-day pay stub and an actual ongoing active. A lot of companies have people working remotely. That's okay. As long as they're still actively getting telepaid, they call it. You're working outside, it's telepaid. But if you're on unemployment, it's going to also be very hard to get financing for mortgages or refinancing for purchases or refinancing.
Yeah. Is there anything I haven't asked you that people need to know?
God, hopefully I will keep everybody informed with time. We will get back on different times and talk more about this. As things evolve, I will come up with more information. But for now, this is really what's going on. I'm hoping we get past this and move on and go back to our lives, even if it's kind of semi-normal, but semi-normal lives
absolutely.
at least, We know we're not going back to normal life. It'll be semi-normal, but now we have a process we've learned how to temporarily adapt to a different work style, either from home or on the phone or internet. And everybody stays safe. That's the main concern right now, is staying healthy and safe and saving our homes, because we need to be. So we actually, now we need our homes more than ever.
Absolutely. If somebody needs to reach you, what's the number to reach you?
I will give out my mobile number. It's 313-825-4187. The office number is
313-825-41. Yeah, go ahead and repeat it one more time, please.
313-825-4187.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time being. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being with us and taking the time to be with us.
Thank you so much, and everybody stay positive, and hopefully we'll get through this. It's everything has an end, and I'm sure this will have an end, and we'll move on with our lives. Meanwhile, we just have to weather the storm and take things one step at a time. Yeah.
Thanks again for being with us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned.
Are you going to start a restaurant or grocery store soon? Do you need floor plans and designs? Call Naji Abood at 734-744-9796. Do you want to buy kitchen and restaurant equipment at discount prices? Call Naji Abood now, 734-744-9796. New Concept Products and Design, the trademark of kitchen equipment. 5% discount on all purchases of $75,000 or more. New Concept Products and Design, new location, 31185 Schoolcraft in Livonia. Learn more at www.newconceptproducts.com. Call Naji Abood, 734-744-9796.
مرحبا سعيد.
أهلا علا.
ليش هالمقابلة الفاترة هي؟ بيقول المثل لاقيني ولا تغديني.
يمه زعلتي، شنو رأيك إذا لقيتك وأيضا غديتك بأحسن مطاعم ميشيغان، مطعم عشتار؟
والله فكرة، أفضل الأطباق والمقبلات العربية والعراقية وأحلى ملقا.
ولا تنسين اللحوم الطازجة مباشرة من ملحمة عشتار لزباين عشتار. وملحمة عشتار توفر اختيارات متنوعة من كافة أنواع اللحوم وبأسعار متميزة وجودة أيضا مميزة. ملحمة عشتار تقع على 36865 راين رود في مدينة ستيرلينغ هايت.
وأكيد أحلى لمة وأطيب لقمة في مطعم عشتار اللي عنوانه 3625 15 مايل رود في مدينة ستيرلينغ هايت. هاتف 586-698-2585 586-698-2585.
يلا علا،
يلا عشتار، للجودة وكرم الضيافة عنوان
مطعم عشتار.
When you're looking for the best in optical care, Dr. Imad Nakash is your doctor to see. With years of experience and thousands of successful procedures performed, you can trust your eyes to Dr. Imad Nakash. See Dr. Imad Nakash and his professional staff for your eye care needs. There's 2 locations to serve you. In Hazel Park, call 248-336-3937. 248-336-3937. In Rochester Hills, call 248-299-3937. That's 248-299-3937.
Welcome back, and thank you for being with us. We're talking about the effects of coronavirus and what we can do to put back our lives together and then try to deal with it. Is Jerry on hold, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Khalil.
I don't have a lot of time.
How are you?
If you have a question so I can take it, I don't want to keep you on hold. Go ahead, please.
Yes. Khalil, I was trying to ask Bridget 2 questions. There is a program they call 4 Bears. What they mean by 4 Bears. My second question to her, let's talk about the rental, people who they rent house or apartment, how they going to pay their payment.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Khalil, that was for Bridget. The question for you, Mr. Hachem, I discussed with you in different programs about the safety of our families, especially the Middle Eastern business people, gas station stores. And I told you I would appreciate if you invite Chief Haddad, the Chief Police of Dearborn.
We will.
What do we got to do to protect ourselves? Because people, they've been buying a lot of weapons besides the grocery.
Sure.
So I would appreciate if you invite us to
do
your
that.
show
Thank
next
you, Jerry.
time, Mr. Khalil.
Absolutely.
God bless
Absolutely.
you.
We're going to have the chief on.
Be safe. Be safe.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're definitely going to have the chief on, and then we're going to be talking about, what we can do to protect ourselves and should we worry or not. At the same time, we're sitting at home. We're not going to the gym, and what can we do? We asked our friend Tiffany Hamood to be with us, and she is a certified trainer and a group fitness instructor at Hype Athletics in Dearborn Heights. Good morning, Tiffany.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me on the show today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us. So I'm sitting at home, not going to the gym. Going outside is not as attractive as it used to be. What can I do?
Okay, so first, I just want to put this out here. I think working out, it has 3 amazing benefits. It makes us happy. Okay. It helps with our stress levels, keeping the stress down. And it also helps with confidence. So I definitely feel like in this time, we definitely need to just have all 3 in our lives. And right now, Hype and I have partnered up, and what we've been doing on the Hype website, every social media platform for Hype, including my own, we're offering weekly workouts where you can definitely keep yourself active while you're in the house. So we're giving cardio, we're giving toning, tightening, core workouts. So if anyone's, interested in just, making themselves feel better, keeping your confidence levels up, keeping your stress levels down, you can definitely check out the website, and you can check out the social media platforms. You can definitely get in on some of the workouts.
What are those websites?
It's hypeathletics.com. You can also check out the Facebook. You can check out the Instagram, and you can also check out Tiffany B Fit Beauty, and that's my personal account.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. If you want to send those to us, we will have them on our magazine, and people can check them out. Now, what can I give us an idea? Some of the little things that I can do at home. What are we talking about? And I know it's difficult because it's not visual, but just give us an idea. Is it a little things? Should we take a break? Should we, do some stretching? What's the best thing to do?
Definitely. When you wake up in the mornings, I would definitely just get a routine together, and you can include the entire family with it. You can wake up in the mornings, you can stretch together. You could create a playlist where everyone picks the music that they like, and you guys can dance in the house for 30 minutes. Just take 30 minutes out of your day to get active. Do anything. You can run the stairs for 10 minutes. I know we have basement stairs. We have stairs to take us up. Mm-hmm. You could do anything to get yourself active. And like I said, on these platforms, these social media platforms on the website, I give very detailed workouts. Jumping jacks, everything's modified. I give you push-ups. I give you sit-ups. You can do every workout that I offer. You can do this straight from home. Any workout that you want to do. And it's very simple. I definitely think yoga's great. I definitely think meditation is great. So if anyone has any questions or any concerns about what's best for them, they can definitely DM me privately. But everything that I'm offering can be done from home.
Okay. How about the kids? What can we do for them?
Well, with my daughter and I, she works out with me. So
How old is she?
My daughter's 6, and she loves to work out with me. And like I said, when we create a playlist, I pick songs, she'll pick songs, and we do the workouts together. And I keep the workouts very, I try to modify everything. I'll take it up for me, but I try to level it out for her. I love yoga for her because it definitely helps with her stretching. It helps with kids. It definitely helps keep them calm, and it also helps them concentrate. So we do yoga once a week, and we do cardio twice a week. And like I said, the cardio is based. It's simple. Workout it should be fun, and workout can be just your standard. We jump rope in the house. We do jumping jacks. We do push-ups. We do sit-ups. We do everything that we could do outside. We do it inside. We do it in the backyard. We do it in the basement. So they just have to keep in mind that working out should be fun. It should be a family activity. And all it has to be is 30 minutes. It doesn't have to be more than 30 minutes. Just make it simple, make it fun, and just keep it creative.
Is there a specific time we should work out? Like during the day, what's the best one?
Okay, so everyone's different. I've noticed over the years that everyone, it depends on your mood. So if you're a morning person, definitely work out in the mornings because that's when you're going to have your burst of energy if you're a morning person. If you're not a morning person and your shift is different, you could definitely hit those workouts after dinner. And right now, because that's all we've been doing is just eating and eating and eating, my husband and I and my daughter, we tend to go for a walk. We just walk right around the block after we eat dinner. So every single night after we eat dinner, we go for a walk. So really with working out, like I said, it should be around your schedule. If you inconvenience yourself, you're not going to stay serious with it. So I feel like everyone should find that 30 minutes, and they should just utilize that 30 minutes and just stay on the schedule.
Okay. For those who normally go to the gym to lift weights and things like that, what can they do at home to make up for it?
Okay, so if you're into weightlifting, I definitely think you need to just try to take advantage of your own body resistance. Do workouts where you're using your body resistance and you're working your calisthenics and you're just pushing yourself to the max. I definitely like to get into those HIIT workouts, especially if you're the type of person where you want to lift weights and you don't have the weights at home, or you just get into a HIIT workout where there is no break. You're going hard for 30 minutes, you're going hard for 45 minutes, you can even go hard for an hour, and you're using your own body resistance. There we go again, back to the push-ups, back to the burpees, where you're using your own body resistance to give yourself the hardest push that you can. So that's what I would recommend for people that are into weightlifting, just using your own body weight for the time being. And it works just as good.
Yeah. I always get this question in regard to, how the time lapse between when you eat and then when you work out. What does it, like an hour, 2 hours?
To be on the safe side, I would give it about an hour, hour and a half. Everybody's digestive system, everybody metabolize different. I tend to metabolize a lot faster, so I give it an hour. But some people, they metabolize their food if they're not very active. It may take a little longer.
Sure.
So give yourself between like an hour to an hour and a half, and then get into it. If you feel like you feel a little nauseous or you don't feel like you're ready to go, give it 2 hours. But I think standard should be about an hour. I think standard should be about an hour. So I get that question a lot also.
Yeah. And quick reminder to our listeners, if you haven't worked out for a long time and, you have any physical issues, you need to, reach to or call your doctor before you do any tough regimen at home. This is not the time you want to go to the hospital. So take it easy, start slow, and it's important that you do that. Yeah.
Definitely start with a 30-minute workout. You want to start off slow, and then you want to increase as you get into it. So if they start off with this walk, they start off with a 30-minute walk after dinner, they stay consistent with this at least 2 to 3 times a week, then they can move up to exercises that are modified, and then they keep growing from there. But they can definitely reach out to me, and they can ask me any questions, and I can definitely help them start the process. I can definitely help anybody with any questions. So if they can definitely contact their doctor, but I do work with a few doctors that they love my workouts, they love my meal plans. So if anyone's out there that have any questions or any concerns, they can definitely contact me, and I'm always willing and able to respond. Okay?
Wonderful. Anything else I didn't ask you that people need to know?
My number one rule with working out, because a lot of people either they're afraid of it, they're intimidated by it. Just remember to always have fun with working out. If you have fun with it, it doesn't feel like it's working out. But if you have any questions, you have any concerns, you always want to seek advice from a personal trainer or your doctor. I just feel like the number one rule to working out is to have fun with it.
Sounds good. Tiffany, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time. Please text me that info so we can put it on our website, and then we put it on the site so people can, look at it and watch it, and then, to get a benefit from it.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. And everybody out there, stay positive, stay happy, and we'll get through this.
Yeah, thanks again.
Thank you.
We're going to take a short break. Please stay tuned.
تتمنى شركة زياد لك ولعائلتك الصحة والسلامة دائما. تأكدوا بأننا نتوخى أقصى إجراءات السلامة لنعمل على تلبية جميع احتياجاتكم من منتجات زياد المفضلة لكم. تتمنى عائلتنا أن تبقوا أقوياء متمتعين بالصحة والعافية. زياد، من عائلتنا إلى عائلتكم.
إلي ساعة عم بستناك مشان نروح نتغدى بالشام.
الشام؟
ايه بالشام ومو بالشام.
شلون صارت هي؟
بدل ما نروح نتغدى بالشام
ايه
جابوا لنا الأكلات الشامية الطيبة لعنا لهم.
وشلون بقى؟
هذا مطعم دماس عم يعمل كل الأكلات الشامية الطيبة هو.
وطيبة؟
طيبة كتير.
شرفوا نتغدى سوا بمطعم دماس.
الأكل الشامي الأصيل فقط بدماس كوزين. زوروهم على 28841 أورشاد ليك بفارمينغتون هيلز، ولطلباتكم اتصلوا على 248-987-4609. That's 248-987-4609. دماس كوزين and catering، جبنا لكم الشام لعندكم.
Life is a non-profit charity that's provided humanitarian aid and development to people and communities for over 25 years, regardless of race, color, religion, or cultural background. When disaster occurs here or around the world, Life for Relief and Development rushes in to provide food, medical aid, and shelter to those in need. Please help improve these efforts. Make your tax-deductible donation to Life now at lifeusa.org or call 248-424-7493.
Welcome back, and thank you for being with us. This is Khalil Hachem with Michigan.com. Appreciate it, Tiffany, for being with us this morning to talk about workout. And now, how about the food we eat? How can we manage that? What kind of food are we getting into our system? How can we avoid being obese? And what does it do to us? Are we eating a lot of sugar? Are we eating this? Are we eating that? You know, all the food around us. We asked our friend Dr. Ali Ashira. He's a board-certified diabetes and obesity specialist and practices in Dearborn Taylor. He is affiliated with Beaumont and Harper Hospital. Good morning, Dr. Ali.
Good morning, Mr. Khalil. How are you doing?
Oh, good. How are you? Hope you and family are safe, and thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So what are the health risks during this stay-home period? You know, we're at home. We're stuck at home. All the food around.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, you're right. As you know, Mr. Khalil, staying at home for a prolonged period of time with decreased physical activity and maybe eating more unhealthy food can negatively affect the health, especially if someone has, underlying chronic conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, heart problems, obesity. All that can decrease your immunity and put your health at risk. And not only the physical health, but the mental health as well, because some people had to, self-quarantine because of the virus, and that puts additional stress and affects the well-being and quality of life.
Absolutely. So what can we do to reduce these risks?
Well, a few things we could do. First of all, if someone has an underlying medical condition, medical problems, it must get under control, especially during these times. Like, for example, if you are a diabetic patient, you have to get your sugar under control, because high blood sugar weakens the immune system and makes you more prone to viral infections. And same thing for high blood pressure. It needs to be normalized. If you have asthma, you need to make sure you don't get an asthma attack, and so forth. So anybody who has an underlying medical condition has to, and it's not under control, he has to call his doctor and make sure he gets his diabetes, his high blood pressure, any other medical problem under control. So that's number one. And if you're overweight or obese, this is the time to try to lose some weight and get in shape. So physical activity and eating healthy are essentials.
Now, can we add to that the fact that, if somebody near the border of being, in trouble with their blood sugar, can may, reducing it so they don't get into that area as well?
Of course, you mean somebody who doesn't have diabetes?
Exactly, who does not have it, but it's like a borderline.
Absolutely. I mean, this is the same thing. If you don't have diabetes, like I said, if you're just overweight or obese, but you're not diabetic, that doesn't mean you're off the hook, You have to do something and get in shape, try to lose weight, because now we see it, every day. Most people who get the complications from the virus or are severely sick because of the coronavirus are those people who have diabetes or obesity. And so having obesity by itself, that can put you at higher risk.
You mentioned high sugar weakness, the immune system. What else can we do to strengthen our immune system during the coronavirus pandemic?
Sure. This is a very excellent question. I get this a lot from my patients. But let me start by saying this. There is no magic food or a pill that is guaranteed to boost your immune system and protect you against the virus. So the best thing is to prevent getting the virus in first place by washing hands, social distancing, and so forth. However, you could help your body fight the virus and stay strong by maintaining good, healthy nutrition, being physically active, managing stress or meditating, getting enough adequate sleep, at least 8 hours per day, getting sunshine and fresh air. People who smoke, they should try to quit smoking during this time. And I also recommend vitamin supplements, especially vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. Those three are being used now to treat the coronavirus in the hospital. So even for as a prophylaxis, people should consider taking some vitamin C and zinc. But most importantly, like I said, treating the underlying health condition, including diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, are very, very important to, protect your body and keep it strong.
What are some recommendations for healthy eating habits?
Well, it's very important now more than ever to stay hydrated, and drink adequate amount of water. Limit sugary and sugary beverages like sodas and Pepsi and stuff like that. Limiting tempting food, especially junk food, ice cream, chips, cookies. These should be not only limited, but maybe I tell my patient all the time to try to eliminate those from the menu. Focus more on fruits and vegetables, reduce the intake of salt. Maybe focusing on whole grains rather than refined food. And, of course, reducing fatty food and red meat, and focus on organic food as well.
Now, we talked about this earlier with Tiffany, but I'm going to ask you that anyway because we need to emphasize that. What are some of the recommendations for physical activity and exercise at home?
Sure. I mean, in general, not only during these times, but in general, it is recommended to spend, for any individual, it's recommended to spend at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise or 75 minutes of high intensity exercise per week. This is for everybody. I mean, if you can do a combination of both, would be great. So we're talking about at least 20 to 30 minutes of physical activity per day. And these recommendations can still be achieved, even at home with no special equipment, or even if you have just a limited space. So if this is what is recommended, at least 20 to 30 minutes per day of physical activity.
Which is really not a lot. I mean, considering we're sitting at home, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, you could, what people can do, can have like brief, bouts of activity. Like, for example, if you're working from home, sitting on your computer, just make sure that every 30 minutes you stand up and you do something, okay? Dancing, for example, playing with kids, even regular daily activities that people are used to do, like cleaning and gardening, are considered physical activity. So, walking, for example, even if in small spaces, walking around, walking on spots, can help you remain active and shape, like, for example, I'm talking to you now, I'm walking around the room, so you could do that too. I want to add, like, relaxing meditation, deep breath, taking deep breaths can help you remain calm and relax your body, Even for some people, I would like to add that some people are, they used to go to the gym every day, and now they say, "Oh, the gym is closed. There's nowhere to go." I recommend that for these people, there are online exercise classes that they can take. Even on YouTube. You could just open YouTube, watch like an exercise, and just follow these steps. And they're free. Yeah, I mean, they're free. You don't have to pay for them. There's some exactly. So they're free on YouTube. Of course, they're free.
Yeah. So, is there anything I haven't asked you that people need to know?
No, I mean, I think we covered everything. Again, I emphasize that for people who have diabetes, high blood pressure, obesity, other medical problems, it's essential to get these conditions, medical problems under control, because we see it every day. The most people that get severely sick because of the virus are those who are elderly and have underlying medical conditions. So please, these problems, diabetes, call your doctor. Make sure your sugar under control, and make sure you have enough refills on your medications. And that's all.
If anybody needs to reach you, how they can reach you?
Sure, they can call our office at 313-600-4669. We have two offices, one in Dearborn and one in Taylor, Michigan.
Sounds good. Dr. Ali, I really appreciate you taking the time to be with us. As always, it's a pleasure to talk to you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Khalil. And
absolutely. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thanks. And I want to thank Tiffany for being with us, and also thank Bridget for being with us. Just try to keep it simple, keep it easy. These are tough times. We haven't had, something like this, at least in most people's lifetime. Last time this happened, it was 1918. I don't think there's anybody who was born 1918 is still alive. Maybe there is, but I don't think they remember what happened, and we haven't really experienced that. There are a lot of issues to deal with. There are a lot of, financial, job. One thing is for certain: our lives are not going to be the same. Even if this ends next month, we're going to be still dealing with these issues for months and months to come. So we need to be flexible. We need to do our best. The whole game right now is to survive. We need to survive this. Once we survive this, then we can solve the other issues. At the same time, make sure you know what you're doing, you know what you're signing, you know who you're talking to, make sure you know who you're agreeing to, make sure you're not giving information to strangers. All of these things are very important. And, stay safe. And the weather is getting better and better, although today it's raining. but the weather is getting better. Don't be fooled by all of these people telling you that, oh, this is nothing, this is this and this is that. My rights is to be here, my rights to be there. Yes, but you know what? When your rights inflict harm on myself, then you need to question that. Don't be selfish here, okay? Yeah, you're right for you to be out there, but you know what? If you're gonna be in carrying the virus, infecting people, you need to question that. Stay safe, please. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you, and welcome back. I appreciate you taking the time to be with us and produce this segment. And I'm really glad that you're back and healthy. I want to thank everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks again. Bye now.